Here's something that's really cool and really unique. In Cochrane, Ontario, you can actually swim with polar bears. Now behind me is Nanook here at the polar bear habitat, and he's being a little shy at the moment. He's hanging out over there outside of the pool, but I'm hoping maybe in a few minutes he'll come in for a swim. Cochrane, Ontario is about a 7-hour drive north of Toronto, about 62 miles north of Timmins, Ontario. And it's where you'd go to take the popular Polar Bear Express rail trip that goes up to what is known as the edge of the Arctic, Moosonee and Moose Factory, James Bay area. Polar Bear Habitat is a rescue and rehabilitation facility for polar bears that have been hurt, are older, are being rescued from bad conditions, along with being able to shop for all things polar bear. On the site, you will also find a heritage museum that you can visit, and soon there will be the new home of the Cochrane Snowmobile Museum. The polar bears have a 5-acre enclosure that's divided into 3 areas they can wander into, and there's even a building that's air-conditioned that they can go into at any time that they want. For visitors, there's an interpretive center where you can get lots of information about polar bears, and you can see right into one of their enclosures, including under the water of one of their ponds. Currently, the one polar bear there is Nanook, and he came to them from a zoo in Quebec, but was originally from the Northwest Territories. And Nanook's very special. Right now, they are applying to get him a Guinness record for being the oldest polar bear in Canada. It's said that he's 29 years old. 2 polar bear cubs that spent 8 years growing up here have now moved on to the Toronto Zoo. Ask ahead about the times for interpretive talks there at the Visitor Center. And you'll also want to ask what the feeding times are, because that's when the bear or the bears will be the most active and when you're apt to see them in the water. And that's when you can take advantage of the polar bear swim. Now, it's actually a wading pond. And there is a big piece of plexiglass between you and the polar bear if you can entice him into the water. It will be something that you'll never forget. Find out more about what makes Canada cool on the web at canadacool.com, or join the more than 40,000 followers of Canada Cool on Twitter.